Let's solve the quadratic equation 9x squared minus 9x plus 2 is equal to 0 by using the quadratic formula. And I've stated the quadratic formula as x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. In fact, when I do quadratic formula, I actually like to use the form of x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of big D all over 2a. All I've done is I've replaced this b squared minus 4ac with a capital letter D. Now I can just go find a, b, c, and big D. Big D stands for the discriminant. It's the discriminant of our quadratic equation. And I want to remind you that that is b squared minus 4ac. So let's go find the value of a. A is the coefficient of x squared. So that's going to be a 9. B is the coefficient of the x term. And notice I've included the sign, so it's actually negative 9. Lastly, we're going to find our constant. That's going to be our letter C. And again, I've included the sign that goes with it, so it's a positive 2. So notice that our quadratic equation needs to be in standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, so that we can quickly find a, b, and c. Now let's go find the discriminant. I like to put parentheses where I see letters, and then put in the values of those letters inside the parentheses. So we need b squared, we need a b, and that's going to be our negative 9. Then we have minus 4a, a is going to be the green 9, and then c is our constant, and that's going to be our 2. You can put this expression into a graphing calculator with parentheses, everything like this included, and it will give you the value that you want. We can also do this by hand, so negative 9 squared is negative 9 times negative 9, which is positive 81, minus, and then I need to multiply these three numbers. 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 9 is 72, and 81 minus 72 is equal to 9. So we have found the value of big D. Now that we've done that, we're going to use our quadratic form of x is equal to negative b, notice I put parentheses because that's a letter, plus or minus the square root of big D. The square root kind of acts like a parenthesis, so I don't need to put one in there. Then 2 times a. So again, I need to go find b, which is our negative 9. I need to go find big D, which we found over here, which is 9. And then we need to go find a, which is a 9 as well. And now we can simplify. We're going to have these double negatives will become a positive 9 plus or minus. The square root of 9 can be simplified as 3. And 2 times 9 is the same thing as 18. So I want to remind you that this gives you two values. One of them is when we have 9 plus 3 over 18, and the other one is when we have 9 minus 3 over 18. So now we just need to simplify each one. So I'm going to simplify this first fraction. That's going to give us 12 over 18, and that reduces to 2/3 if I divide the numerator and the denominator by 6. The other fraction is 9 minus 3, that's going to be 6 over 18, and that reduces to 1/3 when I divide the numerator by 6 and the denominator by 6. So we have found that our solution set for x is going to be the values of 1/3 and 2/3.